So back on the head, it's been away for machining. This is just taking care of what's needed. It's not a race head. I don't have enough time to do all the procedures, send it away. I really need to go to Aylesbury in Winchester. So I've had this just done by a local machine shop that's got a lot of experience with British bikes, Nortons, Triumphs, BSAs and stuff. Anyway, so I've got the head rebuilt. I've got brand new valves, brand new springs, titanium retainers. It's been hot tanked, although it's not been bee blasted, so there are still some residue, old scale from normal use. As I manipulate this around, you can see I've got the head milled 40 thou, so that is the same as Combat Commando. And then in doing that, I had one bent push rod. A lot of them had scores on them, so I've got new push rods. These are Combat ones, so they're 40 thou shorter. That corresponds to the 40 thou that's been milled off the head. I've deburred, I wouldn't say they're lightened and polished. I've taken off all the flashing marks of the forging marks on the rockers, and they're all sanded down, linished to make them as smooth, but without spending huge amounts of time. These 3 bolts go in, are studs that mount in the head, and then those are the long nuts which you access from the cylinder. These top ones here, because this is a Molnar cylinder, these 4 corner holes have to be opened up to 3/8, and I've ordered a long drill which come in the next couple of days, so that will stop me from putting it on. The center one here already has nice clearance for that, so that bolt hole didn't change in that. So go back here a second. Get that there. So I'm doing away with these as per Jim Schmidt, and I've got steel spacers being made up. So I use the inner shims, the little small ones, which go on the inside in here. But then the steel spacer to center the rocker up will go on that side, and that will eliminate these fiddly springs. I'll be able to slide them in there with a magnet, hold them in while I push in the rocker shafts, and I'll probably gently heat the head on a hot plate so that there's less force required to push these rockers in. I've got the Jim Schmidt billet aluminium covers that go in there with the silicone fiberglass reinforced gaskets. The ports are 30 mil, so this is just basic porting. And then I've got the stud manifolds which are 30 on the flange and come out. They taper from 32 at the carb mount because I'm running 32mm carbs, and go down to 30 on here. And this really is getting close to the limit of 750. They say, Jim Smith says 31mm is absolutely maximum port diameter for a 750, otherwise you lose flow. So 30 is a safe margin. It started out at I think 28.5, something around that, and now they're at 30 and blended in to their exhausts are left alone because I've got those inserts that go in and make it a D port. So these are the 4 holes that will need to be drilled out to 3/8, 0.375, and slight clearance on them. So that's it really. I'm looking forward to getting this together because I only have about 7.5 weeks before the international meet in France, in Brittany. Oh, I want to show you some old tools I got. Brand new old stock from Brit Bits in Christchurch. You can find them online. They have a number of these, and I think they're really worthwhile. This is a Whitworth set with an Allen key. I thought, what a brilliant little setup to have as an on-bike tools. I think the more tools you have, hopefully you won't need them. So that's my motto, and that's my spanner set I'll keep with the bike, and put those and these in there. Oh, I bought a Norton exhaust ring tool, and these I got from Molnar, aluminium, and they say because it's aluminium, it's got the same expansion rate as a head, that once they're tight, they will not back off. But of course, I'm going to have copper slip on them, and I'm still going to safety wire them. So next video will be hopefully assembly in a couple of days' time. That's it for now. Okay, back on the Norton. So last video I did, the cylinder was not mounted. I did it yesterday, over the weekend, and didn't video, but I got a couple of steels which will be on there. And now you can see I've got the machined steel spacers that keep the rocker over the valve, so no springs that can allow the rocker to walk off. I've got the later mushroom style tappets instead of the ball end, which will be far better than having something that's going to create a divot in the top of the valve. Anyway, here I've got the timing. I've got the top dead center set based on a DTI gauge and the wheel, and it's zeroed at 0 degrees top dead center. Find that by rocking the before TDC and after TDC at the same measurement on the DTI, and setting the degree wheel, splitting the difference, and then double checking it again. There's the snap-on torque adapter. I should still be able to get it. It's 7/16 from the aircraft division 12 spline. That's what I use to torque up the difficult to get to lower nuts, the two at the front and one at the back. So there we are. Now I've got this ready to adjust the timing. Got to back off the mag, and probably going to set it at 30 degrees, maybe 29 before TDC. The pin goes in there to lock it, and that's where it's going to be a bit finagling back and forward to get the mag right up around the 29-30 degrees. So that's it for now. Hopefully it'll be running the end of the week.